Hello, kid. Good morning. I hope you are doing very well today and ready to continue practicing the grammar. We are going to continue with past simple, but another type of questions. Yesterday, we practiced the yes no question, the short answer questions. Today, we are practicing the information questions or WH questions. Why this name? Because we use the question words with the start with W and H. So that's what we are going to do today. Let's start checking this side of the board. We have question words and we have all of this. And each one has a specific use. So let's see. Who? We use who when we want to ask for a person, right? It's for person, for people. Next is what. What, we use what for a specific object or a thing. What? When, we use when for a moment or for a time. Moment or time. Why? Why is for a reason, explanation. We need an explanation, we use why. Where is for a place, in this case I have a mountain. Where, a place. And how, I draw a rectangle and a square because for how, we want to know the form, not the shape, but the form something is done. And similar to an explanation, but like a steps, like tell me exactly. So these are all our question words. So let's start. How can we use them to make these types of questions? Have you remember yesterday when we practiced the yes no question? The rule was the auxiliary did, the subject, the verb in base form, the complement, and question mark. So for this, it is very similar, the rule. So, but we start with a question word. So let's start here with a question word. After the question word, we need our auxiliary, which is, tell me, did, yes, did, what, or when, or who, or why, did. Next, I need my what? What do you think is next? The subject. Right now we need the subject. So I'm going to draw one person here. The subject that looks sad. Next, similar to the previous, the verb in base form, not in past, no, in base form. And finally, we have a complement. And after all of this, it is very important the question mark. So we have all these steps, so let's practice making questions. Let's start using who. So question word, I want to use who. So I start with who. W, can you see it? Yes. Who? Who? Next, my auxiliary, who? Did? Next, the subject, I'm asking you, so I will tell you who did you? Next, I need a verb in base form. I'm going to use see. Irregular, right? See in past. So, who did you see? A complement. And who did you see this morning? And finally, the question. So I have this question. Who did you see this morning? If you pay attention, information question, the answer cannot be yes or no. That will be incorrect. Who do you see? Yes. No. So I need to give information. Who did you see this morning? And the answer is in past because this question is in past. We have did. For the answers, we don't use did. We use the verb in past form. Who did you see this morning? I saw my mom. Who did you see this morning? I saw my mom. So I'm getting information. I'm getting something more specific. It's not a yes, no question. Let's practice another example. Let's practice with what? What we can ask different things. So imagine that you are talking to your friend and your friend had a party yesterday, remember past. So what auxiliary did, what did, subject. In this case, I'm going to use a name. We can use a name. For example, I'm going to use Carlos with capital C. Verb, I'm going to use play. Last night. My complement and my question mark. What did Carlos play last night? My verb in base form. Now I have to answer. I have to give information. So I start with he because Carlos is a boy. He. Next, my verb, but in past. Play is regular, so we only add ed. Played. You played. And now let's think of a game. On Monday, when I asked for your favorite game to some of you, I had one of you told me actually Fortnite, so let's use Fortnite. He played Fortnite. What did Carlos play? Last night, he played Fortnite. Excellent. So, we have this grammar. And remember, when we have these questions, the answer, we have to give information. And for the why, remember the pronunciation, why? When we use why, the answer starts with because. Remember, I think you saw this when you saw the questions in present. So for example, why did you close the door? Why did you close the door? Oh, because I was cold. If you pay attention, I use was. So all the answers for these questions are in past. Why did you close the door? Because I was cold. Where did you go on vacations? When I went to, let's see, I went to Mexico City. How? How did you answer the question? How? I need to find a way. How did you answer the question? I checked my book. Check, regular. I checked my book. When did you arrive last night? Arrive, regular. When did you arrive last night? I arrived at 10 p.m. And that's all of our question word. That's for the grammar. Remember, for these questions, the rule is the same, but we start with a question word. So now you know how to make this question, how to order this question, and how to answer this question. We are going to practice one more time in your notebook because the book has the grammar but has very little practice, and it is very important, especially with past simple, to have practice, 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 because we have regular verb, irregular verb, the verb to be in past, the yes no question, and the information question. So I want to give a time for practice each one of the parts of the grammar so we can have past simple by memory, very easy, very fast. So today we're going to continue working in your notebook. The book is for another day. And remember, answer all the exercises the way that you understand, and then you check your answer. The checking part at the end of the sway is important because when you check, you see what did you get incorrect. For example, if I'm making this question and I put the verb after the did, where did it you? When you check, you see, oh, this is a mistake. Ah, I need to change the order. When we check and we get something incorrect, we can correct it and understand better. So that's why it's important to always check your activity for you to understand why. Why did you get that incorrect? So be honest, be good, and let's start working. I will see you in the next video while I explain the activities. See you later.